zero cycling. One of the hardest, challenging, most recognized, and much rewarding thing to ever do in HonkaiStarRail's endgame. Everyone loves a zero cycle. So today we have a brand new character, Mortenax Blade, and today we're going to be taking him on a trip to zero cycle every single endgame. Alright, so we're just going to be jumping straight into it and starting off with the anomaly arbitration first, and we're going to be zero cycling the king in here. So for our build, we have Acheron as the DPS and Blade as the sub DPS. So for Acheron's stats, we have 3.5k attack, 72 crit rate, 198 crit damage, 119 speed. We are at S4 on his free to play light cone. Traces are max somewhat. This one's 8, but that should be fine. We have his relic set. And then we're also at E0 on Acheron. For Blade, we are using 6.7k HP, 73 crit rate, 113 crit damage, and a little bit of speed. We are on his signature light cone. We have his traces maxed. For relic set, we're on his signature relic sets, and we are at E2. So this team is really not going to be free to play at all. Just like, basically, everyone's free to play except for Blade. But like, I literally could not resist. I had to pull him. And then for Tribi, we have 4.5k HP, 64 crit rate, 105 crit damage. I know her stats are a little bit bad, but you'll see why. And then we're on Dance Dance Dance. We have Traces maxed. And for her relics, we are on the Eagle set because of the action events afford is like a key role to this team. And she's going to be E1. And then for Hyacinth, she's E0. We are on her signature relic set, except for the broken keel. It's honestly way better in this situation because it gives you so much crit damage and a little bit of effect resistance. And then we have 4.3k HP, 200 speed, and we are on a free-to-play light cone, and our traces are also max. Alright, so with all that being said, we're just going to get straight into it and literally just annihilate the boss. And y'all, playing this team is so much fun. Like, Blade is one of the most versatile and fun characters to play, in my opinion. Alright, we're gonna Trivi ult right here. And like, literally the damage from Blade is insane. A lot of people say his light cone doesn't really matter, but I would say his light cone really does matter, especially when like you're wanting to do personal damage for him. So if you're looking to pull it and you don't know if it's really that good for him, I would say it's really, really good for him. Alright, we're honestly gonna ult right here for Hyacinth. Perfect. Ika's gonna attack. Okay, we're gonna skill right here. Let's see how much damage this does. 632k on his skill. We don't even have all the buffs yet. Okay. We almost have Asheville's ult. Okay, perfect. We're gonna use Asheville's ult, but not on... Yeah, we're gonna use Asheville's ult on this enemy because I already know the other enemy is gonna die. Because, yeah, like, Blade's already goated. He's gonna kill it. Alright, perfect. Bro, look at this damage. It's absolutely insane. Honestly, we're gonna skill right here on this enemy again. And then we're gonna get a follow-up attack. I want to wait and use Blade's ult when he spawns the little enemies. We're gonna skill on Trivi right here. We can use her ult. And then we can also use a... Well, we could just kill him right here, honestly. But I really do want to wait until it spawns its minions. Okay, we're gonna basic attack. Okay, perfect. And now it's gonna spawn them, and then we can just Blade ult. That's fine. This is gonna do a lot. Oh my gosh, 2.6 million right there. Wait, okay, they're actually almost about all to die. Alright, perfect. We can skill right here, and then honestly, let's just do another Blade ult. Like, might as well. We're literally getting Blade's ult so fast. Perfect, now they're dead. Okay. We're honestly just gonna basic right here on Trivi. We could skill here. Yeah, I have a lot of skill points, so let's just skill. And then we're just gonna skill right here on Asheville. We're gonna use Asheville's ult right here. And then it's gonna give us some follow-up attacks. Perfect. That was 770. Oh my. Bro, we just did like 2.5 million damage right there. On a free-to-play light cone, by the way. Okay, Silverwolf's gonna remove that debuff. Alright. Honestly, we're just gonna basic right here and then ult. Because, I mean, we really don't need to skill right there. We don't even need the heals. And then we're gonna ult right here on Hyacinth. We probably should have used Blade's ult first, but it's fine. And then I could use Trivi's ult first. Yeah, I'm gonna use Trivi's ult first. And then we're gonna ult on Blade. Alright, we're already at 50%, so this run's actually going really good. Oh my gosh, was that 6.7 million? Okay, that is absolutely insane. I mean, like, obviously expected from an E2 blade. I know, like, y'all are thinking that, but still, this is insane damage. We're honestly just gonna ult again, like, why not? We're literally getting his ult so fast. That was 6.4 million. We just did 12 million damage. We're just gonna skill right here, okay? That was 653k on a skill. We're honestly gonna skill right there because I don't want Treeby to run out of her stacks. And then we're just gonna basic right here. We almost have Ashvale's ult. One more attack. Alright, perfect. We're just gonna Ashvale ult right here. It should be dead, honestly. Is it gonna kill it right here? Yeah, well, it's literally at 5%. Is that gonna kill it? No. Okay, 2% of course. And then that should finish it off, and we can use Blade's ult for the beginning of phase 2. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we're just gonna immediately Blade ult right here, honestly. And then, honestly, we're just getting his ult so fast. Literally just gonna use it as much as we can. We're at 6-7%. Right, let's do his ult. Okay, that was only 3 million damage. Probably should have waited until it spawned its little minions, but sorry. Alright, so right here, we're gonna do her basic attack. And then he's gonna follow up attack. We can honestly just do another ult right here. This is like ult number 7 million. Like, we've literally done so many. That was 5.3 million right there. Insane. Alright, those guys are gonna blow up. Killing those guys really does give you a lot of more damage. We're just gonna skill right here, honestly. We almost have Ashvale's ult again. We can skill right here. We already have 5 skill points. 634k on Ika is insane. We're gonna skill to remove the debuffs, and then we're gonna ultimate on Ashvale, and then we're gonna ultimate on Hyacinth. Alright, hopefully we get the action advance forward and we don't run out of cycles. We are definitely aiming for 0 cycle here. There's literally no reason not to. Alright, then we're gonna immediately Treeby ult after Blade's follow-up attack. Perfect. That was literally so many follow-up attacks right there. And also, like, Blade makes them count, like, all your attacks count as follow-up attacks when he's E2. So that's another reason why he's insane. Alright, perfect. We're almost about to break it, and these bugs are already killing, like, a lot of its damage. Oh my gosh, 5.3 million. This is insane. Okay, the bugs are gonna blow up. Perfect. We almost have another Blade ult. We literally just used it. And then right here, honestly, we're just gonna basic attack on Treeby because it's almost dead anyway. We're gonna skill right here. And then we're gonna skill right here. We're gonna get the follow-up attack. Blade's gonna use his ult. And we might actually finish it off with Ashvale's ult right here. Alright, perfect. We're gonna immediately Ashvale ult. Or actually the bugs might already kill it. No? Wait, let's gain aura right here. Watch this. Put it in slow speed is the best way to kill your enemy. Yes, slaughter him. It looks so cool. That was 1 million damage right there. That wasn't even all his ult. But there you go. 0 cycle on Anomaly Arbitration. Okay, so we're going to be doing MOC 12 now, but instead of using the same team, we're actually going to use Acheron, Welt, Treeby, and Blade this time, just to make it a little bit more fun. And y'all, Blade making Acheron meta again is literally the most fun thing ever. It's literally been 2 years since she's been able to be playable and like actually clear in-game. But we're going to Treeby ultimate right there. I'm so excited to play Acheron again. Honestly, we can skill right here on Welt and then use his ultimate. We're going to delay this enemy's action by a little bit. Alright, perfect. Honestly, we could just Acheron ult right here. Let's see how much damage this does. 200k, 400k, 1 million. Perfect. Okay, we do want to kill this guy right here more than that guy. We're gonna basic and then ultimate. And then he should get a follow-up attack, I believe. We're gonna skill right here. Alright, perfect. That was 425k on a skill is crazy. Let's just skill right here on Treeby. I don't want her to run out of her stacks. We almost have Treeby's ultimate again. We're gonna skill on Welt. 140k, 143k on a skill on Welt is crazy. I literally have him on like, just affect, like literally affect resistance and affect hit rate. Alright, we're gonna get follow attack right there, and then we can skill. We almost have Blade's ult. We're gonna skill right here. Literally almost dead. Like, please attack Blade already. Bro, thank you. Okay, this should kill all of them right here. Perfect. Okay. And then we're just gonna Acheron ult right here. We get her ult so fast, like there's literally no reason to save it, honestly. Alright, perfect. And then we're just gonna skill right here on Acheron. And then, should we skill right here? Honestly, no. I'm gonna basic attack, and then use his ultimate. And then we're gonna use Blade's ultimate. Well, actually... Okay, I'm gonna use Acheron's ult right here, actually. And then use Treebe's ult, and then use Blade's. Okay, we're gonna use our ult first, so we can get the energy. 422k. Absolutely insane. This team is crazy. Then we're gonna ult 2.2 million. He's at 6-7 HP. Then we're gonna skill. Perfect. And then we're gonna ult. And this should kill all the bugs, I believe. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna get a lot of more damage. Oh my gosh, the bugs are doing 700k each. Insane. Alright, then we're gonna ultimate right here. Let's see how much damage it does. 2.7 million. Okay, we definitely are gonna get the 0 cycle. This is literally my first try. Okay, 500k. We're gonna skill. I do want to finish it off with Acheron. Okay, perfect. Now, we kill it. Okay, so honestly, we're just gonna do one more endgame. I don't want to do Apocalyptic Shadow because honestly, it doesn't have cycles. It has action value, and that's kind of lame. So we're gonna do Pure Fiction instead and 0 cycle it. Alright, so now we're gonna be doing Pure Fiction, but we're gonna use the same team we used in the beginning with Asheville, but instead of the Acheron one, because honestly, I'm just not sure if she's gonna be able to 0 cycle it for some reason. But we're gonna basic right here, and then ultimate on Treebe. This is literally my 3rd try, so I've literally been saying these words over and over and over again. But anyway, I'm gonna just not say that. Alright, we're gonna skill, and then honestly, let's just do a basic attack right here. And then we have Blade's ult. I want to use Hyacinth's ult after I use Blade's ult. So we're gonna do Blade's ult right here, and then Hyacinth's. Perfect, and then we're gonna get a lot of follow-up attacks right here. I literally hate these Mara strat guys. Like literally, give me any other enemy in Pure Fiction. I don't care what it is, but not these guys. I hate how they literally regenerate themselves. It's so annoying. Okay, should we skill? No, I'm a literally basic attack. Yeah, he's dead. Perfect. And I don't want to waste Asheville's ult. Should we use it right here? I mean, I could use a basic attack right here. I'm just gonna use a basic attack. Well, wait, I feel like that was a mess up. Well, I think it's fine. Okay, then we're gonna use Asheville's ult. We have... Okay. Okay. 929k right there, that's good. And then we're gonna get another Treebe ult soon. Let's just skill on Hyacinth. Well, yeah, let's ultimate right here on Treebe. And then we're gonna skill on Hyacinth. And then these enemies should be dead. I don't want to use Blade's ult on this cycle. I want to save it for the next one. Okay. And then we're gonna get a Blade follow-up attack. He might actually kill them all right here. Yeah, 9%. They're all about to die right here. Yeah, let's skill on Hyacinth, and then she's gonna get a follow-up attack, and they're dead. Alright, perfect. Now we have Blade's ult for this cycle. We're gonna do it right here. Oh my gosh. 5 million right there. Skill right here. 954,000. Let's do her skill to make up for the stacks. Okay. We have another Blade ult. Imagine this kills it right here. I think it's doing like 29. Oh my gosh, that did 34 damage. 34%. Okay, we're gonna skill right here. It's literally at 10%. It's about to be dead. Honestly, let's just Treebe ult. Get the action advance forward. Perfect, it's dead. And now we can Asheville over here. I'm worried that we're not going to get the action advance forward, but I feel like it should be fine. Okay, then we're going to get the follow-up attacks. Perfect. Blade follow-up attack. Blade ult right here. Now that it has his no stacks. Alright, perfect. But was that 9 million right there? Okay, that's insane. And then, yeah, the follow-up attacks we're getting is insane. Honestly, we almost have Treeby's ultimate. We're gonna use Hyacinth's right here. And we also have another Asheville and Blade ult. So we're gonna get the follow-up attack right there. And then we're gonna basic ult. Should I use Asheville's ult or Blades? I feel like I should use Blades first. And then it's gonna get energy for Asheville. Perfect. And then we're going to ult right here on Asheville. Alright, it's almost dead. I feel like I'm gonna have to retry, bro, again. Let's just see. If we get another Blade ult, just maybe. If we skill Blade ult, please. Please, I do not want to play this again. Please. Oh my gosh, 1%! Okay, I'm not. There's no way. I'm done. I literally tried that like a million times. I swear it can zero cycle, but I do not feel like playing that 10 million times again. Okay, so I feel like I played Blade completely wrong, but like, I mean, we got the zero cycles anyway on the main end game, which is Anomaly, Arbitration, and MOC. And, like, generally, Pure Fiction is not, like, you know, that important or anything, and you don't even need zero cycle anyway. But, I feel like I played him wrong, but, like, if y'all know how to play him, and, like, if you could just comment below what I did wrong and stuff, that would really help. But if y'all like the video, comment, subscribe, let me know any other video ideas, and yeah, it was really fun. So yeah, thanks for watching.